my buddy and I transmigrate into a book together of a tragic romance in the story.
We
Used
in
the project
discussion
as an
into
excuse.
my
He dropped
office.
himself into the chair across from my desk.
They were about
he winked
to
at
burst
me and
through his
said,
suit.
I won't fight
Bro,
you for the heroine, her childhood sweetheart, the clean, pretty-looking
delicate
guy,
and fragile.
He's exactly my type.
No matter what, you have to
Back
set
in
us
the
up.
real world,
Both of us were tough,
but that was what he
iron-boned
liked.
men.
Gentle, delicate
No one knew
young
that
men.
better than
laughed
I
on the
did.
spot.
Consider
Absolutely
it arranged.
arranged.
When I got
Tonight,
home,
my wife, Liu Ruyan,
I
was
had to
about
admit
to take a
heroine's
shower.
face and figure
Especially
were
that
truly
tiny
stunning,
waist.
and those long legs that could steal
Every
a
time I
man's
saw
soul.
her, my throat
1 month
went
ago,
dry.
on the day
I was
I
stunned
first
the
crossed
moment
over,
I saw
that very
her.
night I used every trick
Clung
I
to her
had and
shamelessly.
successfully coaxed the wife
The
into
original
bed.
owner had
After
never
spending
touched
this
in
month
3
together
years
at
of marriage.
night, also
Night,
started to
previous
enjoy
icy
it,
attitude
and
was
she became
gone.
more
When she
and
saw
more
me come
clingy
back,
with me.
immediately flew into my
Her
arms
voice was
like a little
sweet and
bird.
soft.
Want to shower together?
Honey,
I possibly
I immediately
immediately
picked her up
just
and rushed
as we
into the
moved
bathroom.
battle to
The
the
weather
bedroom.
outside
Without
suddenly
warning,
changed.
the sky
Gales
turned
came
hot,
with lightning flashed
rain,
again
thunder
and
shook the
again.
sky.
Her phone rang nonstop like a
Liu
death
Ruyan
call. Glanced at the caller
and
ID.
immediately
Her
answered.
face changed sharply.
What?
You're
Zhou
Speed
Qi?
of Thunder.
I'll come over and keep
After
you
saying
company.
that,
My wife
now.
looked at me apologetically.
Zhou Qi only
Honey,
returned
he has
to
been
China
afraid of thunder
yesterday.
since he was
Little.
little.
Don't worry,
Check on him.
honey. Don't
I've
worry.
always treated
Once
him
the thunder
only
stopped,
as a
right back
younger
to be
brother.
After saying that,
By
she
kissing
tried to
me
appease
hard
me
several
just
times.
as she hurried to put on her clothes.
I pulled her back in one
Liu
motion
Ruyan was
and
caught
fell
off
back
guard.
into my arms.
Relax. I've already
Wife,
arranged
she looked up,
everything. Her face full
my
of
hand
question marks
gently
as
stroked
I
her
smiled
southern
back.
chest.
She live in happiness
Liu
community.
Ruyan's body
The
stiffened
confusion
suddenly.
in her eyes deepened.
How did you know that?
Of course,
honey?
because your
knew.
brother Qin Chuan got tired
And
of
just
living
happened
in
to
his
move
huge
into the
villa.
community
Zhou
too.
Qi's
The
next
three of
door
you grew up
neighbor.
together.
Wouldn't it be more convenient for him
Don't
to
worry.
look
I'll
after
call your
Zhou
brother
Qi
Qin Chuan right now.
in front
I
of
called
her?
Qin
Chuan.
Qin Chuan agreed without
Only
saying another
then
word.
did Liu Ruyan
Her
slowly
eyes became
relax.
misty
Her
again.
fair little hands
began
wandering restlessly.
Honey,
you're
you're
good to
always
me.
so thoughtful.
Before she even finished
She actually
speaking,
took the
in the book,
initiative
Qin Chuan
and climbed
was the
on top.
biggest
When he was
villain
young,
in the
he was
whole
also
story.
Liu
He had
Ruyan's
watched Liu
neighbor,
Ruyan
but he was a
grow
full
up.
10 years older
When
than
Liu
her.
Ruyan was still in
Qin
high
Chuan
school,
had already
he had
gone to
always
marry.
treated Liu Ruyan
But
like
deep
his
down,
own little
he
sister.
had loved her
Only
all
the
along,
age gap
and
was
Qin
too
Chuan
big,
already
so
had a
he
family.
buried those feelings deep
In the
his
original
heart. After
novel,
Zhou Qi returned to China, he
claiming the
repeatedly
original
framed
owner
the original
Liu
owner
found out.
again and
She was
again.
furious.
She
The
argued
original
with the original owner
hopeless
about
and
divorce.
naturally
That was
refused,
nothing.
they remained
no matter
tangled
what.
in
After
endless
Qin Chuan
conflict.
learned
He used
about
countless
this
methods to force
in
the
the end,
original owner
the
to
original
bow his
owner
head
after
to
being
be
ruthlessly dealt
The
with
original
by Qin
owner
Chuan
had
again
no choice
in
but
his
to
eyes
accept
and
defeat.
left
The
contrary
divorce
to the
agreement.
usual routine
After
of
the divorce,
female-oriented
Liu Ruyan
novels.
finally
She
saw
learned
Zhou
that
Qi's
his
true
falling
falling
into
stairs
water
were all
and
shows
getting
he had
kidnapped.
directed
Only then
himself.
did Liu
On the
Ruyan
7
look
years,
back.
the original owner
Only after
had
losing
devoted
him
to
she
her
finally
from
recognized
college.
her
She
own
had
marriage.
already fallen
What
deeply in
followed
love with
was
the
a
original
wild
owner.
That
Plot
was so painful, it tortured people to death.
A good buddy
We're
and
watching
I
this
melodramatic
then,
drama
before we
together.
knew it,
That
into
made
the
both of
intellect.
us extremely
After all,
happy.
in
We
the
were
real
just
world,
low-level
who would
working
have
dogs.
thought that
The two
with
of us
one
would
twist of
transform.
fate, CEOs were
How the hell was
aliens.
this a tragic
This was
romance?
clearly the standard setup
As
for
for
a
my
feel-good
buddy's
power
previous
fantasy.
life,
He
just
liked
never had
pure
money
young
or
men.
power.
Now
so
that
he
he
never
had
got
become a
one. He
domineering
immediately
CEO,
set his eyes on
as
that
his
little green
warm
tea
brother.
brother in the
Of course,
book. I had to fulfill this
Last
tiny
night's
wish
battle
of
was
his.
a
The
little
next
intense.
day, we did not get
At
up
that
until
moment,
almost noon.
someone
I
pounded
asked the
loudly
housekeeper
on the
if I saw
villa's
Zhou
front
Qi
door.
standing at the
Liu
entrance,
Ruyan
looking
slowly
utterly
walked
blank.
downstairs.
Who is it?
Zhou Qi walked in with
And
red
looked
eyes.
at Liu Ruyan
Sister
with
Ruyan, did
resentment.
he can't stop you from coming
As
to
he
see
said
me
that,
last
tears
night?
fell with a patter.
I know I don't deserve Sister
The
Ruyan's
thunder
care.
was so
I
loud
was
last
just too
night.
scared
Seeing
by
his
myself.
pitiful
I
look,
almost laughed
Zhou
out
Qi,
loud.
Didn't Qin Chuan go over to keep you
What?
company last
Did he not
night?
go?
Liu Ruyan also
And
found
quickly
a little
stepped
strange.
forward
That's right,
to
it's
hold
rather
him. Qin Chuan promised to
Did
look
he go
after
back
you.
on his word?
Don't worry.
I'll call and scold
With
him right
Sister
now.
Ruyan
I
here.
absolutely won't let
Before
you
Liu
suffer.
Ruyan could
Zhou
finish,
Qi cried even harder.
he looked as if he had suffered a world of
Yet
grievances,
he bit his lip
pretending
he wanted to speak,
Brother
but
Qin
could
Chuan.
not.
Zhou
His
Qi
voice
sniffled
choked.
and even trembled a little.
Liu Ruyan breathed
her
a sigh
tone
of relief.
softened
It's
as well.
Wow,
that
with
he came.
brother Qin
What
Chuan
else
there,
could you be afraid
I
of?
leaned back on the luxurious
A
sofa
wicked smile
in the Bella
Sister
living
Rhian,
corner of my mouth.
Zhou Qi's
Carrying a
voice
hint
trembled.
of accusation
Father Qin Chuan
did
but
come.
Liu Ruyan hurriedly
her brows
asked, slightly
right
furrowed.
at that
But
moment.
Qin Chuan walked
He
in with
looked
a
at
hearty
Zhou
laugh
Qi's tearful,
and
pitiful
pretended to be
appearance.
angry.
Why did you run over by
She
yourself
chatted
without
so
waiting
happily
for
last
all the way
night.
until
We had
dawn?
such a
If you
good
run
time.
into thunder
Don't
again,
disturb Ruyan and her husband.
just call me directly.
Hearing that,
Zhou Qi's face turned
he
green on the
hurriedly
spot.
hid behind
His
Liu
eyes
Ruyan,
darting
not
around.
daring to look
In
at
the past,
Qin
Qin
at
Chuan
all.
rarely
Because
visited
he and the
when
original
Liu
owner
Ruyan
did not
saw
get
him.
along.
She looked
her eyes
especially
so
happy
instantly
and
lit up.
invited the two guests
Zhou
to
Qi
stay
wanted
for
to
lunch.
leave.
Liu Ruyan was so overly
that she
enthusiastic
forced
to
it.
stay.
Chuan kept putting food into Zhou Qi's
you
bowl.
must have been
Eat
frightened
some
last
abalone
night
and
Why
replenish
are your
yourself.
eyes
You've
again?
just
Oh
returned
my,
from abroad.
a lot.
Here, try this.
At first, Zhou Qi
Later,
resisted a
perhaps
little.
he
Figured it out.
gave up. Qin Chuan put in his
He
bowl.
opened his mouth
Only the
expressionlessly
look he
and
gave
ate
me
it.
was full of
Liu Ruyan
resentment.
watched the unexpectedly harmonious
and showed
scene
a
before
relieved
her.
smile
After
like an
lunch,
old
Zhou Qi's
mother.
eyes suddenly
He said,
shifted.
Sister
This is my
Ruyan,
first time visiting
can
your
brother
home.
A Kyang
Show me around.
Liu Ruyan did
And
not think
immediately
too
smiled
deeply
and
about
nodded.
it.
Honey, take Xi around.
Our home is
Let
so
Xi
big.
have a good look around. As she spoke, she playfully winked at me. Her expression seemed to say,
Please.
Qin Chuan leaned lazily
Only
against
after
the
his
sofa,
gaze
picking
did
his
he
teeth,
lift
moved
his
back and forth
eyelids
between Zhou
The
Qi
corner
and
of
me.
his
He
mouth
said nothing.
slowly curved into
All
a
right.
calmly
Put
put
down
down
the
the teacup in my
and
hand.
stood up, smiling faintly at
little
Zhou
brother
Qi.
You're welcome.
As
Well,
soon
things
as
were
we
so
reached
bad,
the
I
second
looked at
floor,
him
little brother,
with the
did you
eyes
sleep
of
well
someone
last night?
waiting
Qi's
for a
pupils
show. He
clenched
clenched suddenly.
his eyes
tightly.
almost spat fire.
I pretended
What
to
do
be
you mean?
surprised.
And chuckled.
Nothing.
Aren't you overreacting?
What could I possibly
Zhou
do
Qi
to
was
you?
so angry,
His
he
face
almost
twisted.
exploded.
Stop pretending.
He took a step back at the
And
staircase.
gritted his teeth.
Were you
Last
behind
night,
what happened
did you
last night?
conspire with Qin
Did you
Chuan?
deliberately stop Sister
I'm
Ruyan
telling
from
you,
coming
now
over?
back.
Sister Ruyan
Just
belongs
wait
to
and
me.
see.
A look of determination.
Then he
flashed
flashed
through
his
his
eyes.
eyes, tumbled straight
Down
down the
he
stairs.
went.
She let out a pig
He
slaughtering
rolled
scream.
all the way to the
His
bottom of
forehead
the staircase
visibly
and
swelled
blood
up.
seeped
He curled
out.
up like a shrimp and immediately wailed at the top of his lungs.
Liu Ruyan was in the
Downstairs,
living room.
by the huge
Her
noise,
face turned
and
pale.
she cried out
and
and
rushed
rushed over in a panic.
Are
Ed
you all right?
quickly helped Zhou Qi
Her voice
sit up.
was full of
Where
urgency.
did you fall? What on earth
Zhou
happened?
Qi's tears immediately
Sister
poured
Ruyan,
out.
It's
I
all my
accidentally
fault.
wrote
It has
down by
nothing to do
myself.
with
At that
brother
moment,
Ikyung.
Qin Chuan
Exaggerated
used an
posture
extreme
to
way
pounce
Zhou
over
Qi from Liu
and
Ruyan's
held him
hands.
tightly
His
in his
eyes were
arms.
full
He raised
of
his
heartache
head and glared at me.
You've gone too
He
far.
Kwang.
Qi is
How
such
could you
a
push
kind
him? I want you to
person.
apologize to Qi immediately.
Or I will never
Standing
forgive you.
on the
I
staircase,
secretly gave Qin Chuan
I
a
had
thumbs
to
up.
admit,
This guy could really
Qin
act.
Chuan quickly winked at
signaling me to play
Who knew
along.
Liu Ruyan would
She
explode
instantly
first
stepped
and
in
looked
front
at
of
Qin
Qin
Chuan
Chuan
Brother Qin
angrily.
Chuan, how can you blame my husband? Qi said himself that it had nothing to
fell
do
by
with my
accident.
husband. If you dare throw dirty water on my husband
you won't
again,
be welcome in our
as
home
soon as she
anymore.
said that,
Everyone present froze.
even I was shocked.
Qin
And
Chuan,
Zhou Qi also widened
you
their
have to
eyes
know,
involuntarily.
in the original
Those
plot,
words
Qin
should have
Chuan
been
said,
Liu Ruyan's lines. Wasn't she supposed to condemn me with them? Why was she protecting her
This
husband
plot was
instead?
becoming stranger
Qin
and
Chuan
stranger.
frowned
Pretending to be
deeply.
angry.
As if
Fine,
I'm begging
I won't
to be
come
then.
then.
Qi, let's go. Brother
As
Qin
he
Chuan
spoke,
will take you to the
ignoring
hospital.
Zhou Qi's
resistance
carried him
with a
in
dark
one
face.
motion.
He strode out without looking back. Violently in his
Put me
arms.
down
I'm
right
not
now.
going.
As
I'm
they
not
reached
going.
front
Zhou
door,
Qi still did not
and thrust
forget
a
to
pleading
turn
look.
back. Was truly something to
After
behold.
they left,
Liu Ruyan immediately threw herself
listen
into
to
my
Brother
arms.
Qin
I
Chuan's
will
nonsense.
always
This
believe
girl
you.
was becoming more and more
I immediately
adorable.
held my wife's delicate
and
face.
kissed her.
I only let her go when she could barely breathe.
3 days later,
Qin Chuan held a welcome
at a
home
hotel
banquet
on an island
for Zhou Qi.
She
invited all the childhood friends
grown
Liu
up with
Ruyan
them.
and I gladly
Liu Ruyan's
attended as
female
well.
childhood
Gathered around
friends.
the handsome Zhou
These
Qi
people
were also Liu Ruyan's closest
Liu Ruyan
girlfriends.
entered
While
that
holding
group
my
all
arm
girlfriends.
over in surprise.
Ruyan,
why did you
Doesn't
bring
he
He
always
when
hate
He
it?
Kyung follows her to occasions
else
like
could it
this?
be?
He Kyung must have shamelessly insisted on
Exactly.
coming.
He
Kyung is just our Ruyan's
little
loyal
brother
looking dog.
Qi
How could
hadn't
Ruyan
gone
when
abroad,
Zhou
she
married
heard
him?
those words.
He
was
threw me a
overjoyed.
smug look. I walked over
and
slowly.
gave a faint laugh.
You
He
ladies must
and
be the
Lu
daughters
families
of the
remember
chef.
correctly.
Your still depend on my He family.
To make a living.
Yet now, right in front of
gossiping
me,
about
your big financial
be
backer
this
behind
is
his
what
back.
you call the upbringing
three
of
women
rich
who had been
heiresses
mocking me
instantly
just
held their
now.
breath.
Their faces turned extremely ugly.
Without
in
another
an instant,
word.
I took out my phone and called my assistant.
Notify everyone
Starting now.
immediately. Suspend
The
all
Key
cooperation
family
projects
and the Liu
as soon
family
as
family.
everyone
That.
present
They
changed
stared at me in
expression.
shock.
One woman in a red dress
and
stood up.
glared at me furiously.
We only
Hey,
said a
Kyung,
few truths.
Do you have to go this far?
At that moment, Liu
Her
Ruyan
voice
frowned at
was
them.
frighteningly cold.
Lu Shangshan,
Shen
we grew up
I've
together.
always treated you as my best
if you
friend. Dare speak about my husband behind
Then
his
our
back
sisterhood
again. Doesn't
of
need to
all
continue.
these
Liu
years.
Ruyan's words were like a basin of
Poured
ice
directly
water
over
over
Qiran
Shen
and Lu
Yan.
Shanshan.
The anger on their faces froze
Immediately
instantly
after.
into disbelief.
The
Embarrassment
strength of
was
these
far
far
below
below
the
the
Liu
Liu
family
family
and
moved
my
for a
He
long
family. But in
time.
the end,
They
seeing
did not
that
dare
the
say
atmosphere was
another
so
word.
cheap, dressed in a white
Hastily
suit to
stood up.
smooth things over.
Brother Qiang,
Sister
you're
Ruyan, thank you
here.
for coming to my welcome home
Only
banquet.
then did Liu Ruyan's
She nodded.
expression soften
Achi,
a little.
since you're
back,
running into any
you can come
difficulty
to
in
me.
the
If
future,
Sister Ruyan
I'll
can
still
help.
do my best to help.
In her
there
words,
was already a faint sense of
the
distance.
smile on Zhou Qi's face
but he
froze
quickly
for a
returned
moment.
to
I
normal.
know, Sister Ruyan.
Then he
His
turned
eyes
to me.
were clear and innocent.
Last time at your
Brother
house, I was
Qiang
careless and caused
and
trouble
Sister
for you.
I'm truly sorry.
So he had learned
was
to
planning
behave.
to
I
retreat
smiled. My
in
tone
order to
carried a hint of
advance.
teasing.
As long as you're
It's fine.
okay.
How good you look
Brother
today.
Qin Chuan must have taken
Just as I
excellent
said
care of
that,
you. Strode over from
He
afar.
was smiling
He
happily
lifted his
and naturally wrapped it around Zhou
Needless
Qi's weak
to say,
shoulders.
she is so
As his
delicate.
big brother,
Of course, I have
Right.
to take careful
Archie.
care of him.
Zhou
A trace
Qi's
of
body
panic
clearly
flashed
stiffened
quickly
in his eyes.
Dare
He
looked
smiled
straight
onto
at
his
him.
face, uglier
and
than
vaguely
crying.
responded,
This group of
I'll
childhood
give
friends
Zhou Qi
carefully prepared gifts.
Qin Chuan's gift was a
The
pair
moment
of
the ring
couple
box
rings.
opened, Zhou Qi's face turned green
Everyone
on the
present
spot.
could not help but
There
look at
and
one another,
back
and forth,
Even
between
in
the two
Liu
of
a
them.
trace of
eyes.
suspicion
Halfway
flashed.
through the
An
banquet,
important client called
I
me.
just finished discussing
When Zhou Qi
business by
followed
the
me
pool.
out with resentment
I don't
on
know
his
what
face
tricks you used
to make
Sister
Sister
Ruyan
but I'm
protect you
telling
like
you
Sister
this.
Ruyan has only ever been good to
All our
me since
childhood
we were
friends
little.
know
If you know
that.
what's good for you,
Live on
Sister
your own
Ruyan.
as soon as
Yong
possible
took
and
advantage
slipped
of the
into
years
but
I was
who does
away.
she truly care
Can't
about
you
in her
see
heart? I
clearly?
glanced at the ring on his ring
The
finger.
female style
With a
of the
smile
couple
in my
rings.
eyes,
I said,
that ring
Brother
really looks
Qin Chuan
beautiful on
has
your
a good
hand.
resentment on Zhou Qi's face.
It was as if
rose
someone had
instantly.
suddenly
He
grabbed
lowered
his
his
head
throat.
sharply to look at
His
his
pupils
slender fingers,
contracted,
as if
He
electrocuted.
hid his hand
What
behind his
nonsense
back.
are you talking
his
about?
face flushed
This is a
red
men's
in an
ring.
instant.
Don't slander me. I laughed. Why are you so guilty?
Zhou Qi's face
His
turned
eyes
even
darted
redder.
around.
Guilty.
Don't try to change the
I'm
subject.
telling you, Sister
Do you
Ruyan
believe
is
this?
mine.
The two of us fell into
She
the
would
water
definitely
together.
save
As
me
soon
first.
as he finished speaking,
How could I let
he
him
acted
succeed
as
if
if
he
he
wanted to
dodged
push
to
him
the
aside?
side. Lunged at
His
foot
empty
slipped,
air
and
with a splash. He
a
fell
huge
into the
noise
swimming pool
immediately
by
everyone's eyes
himself.
from the hall.
Help! Sister
Save
Ruyan!
me! Zhou Qi
Water
struggled
splashed
desperately in
everywhere.
the
Lifted
water.
her skirt and
Her
rushed
face
to the
turned
pool
white
side.
with
Everyone
fright.
instinctively
I
looked at
shrugged
me
and spread my hands
Everyone
innocently.
saw it clearly just
Zhou
now.
Qi lost his
It has
footing
nothing
by
to do with
himself.
me.
Qin Chuan pounced and jumped
He sent
into
up
the
a
pool.
huge
Qin
splash.
Chuan was nearly
A full head
1.9
taller
meters
than
tall.
Zhou Qi.
Easily stood firmly in the
He
pool.
was wearing only a
which
white
was now
shirt.
soaked and clinging
The
tightly
outline of
to
his
his
muscles
body
was
Come,
clearly
Zhou Qi,
visible.
Come to brother Qin
I'll
Chuan,
carry you up.
Zhou Qi, who had been struggling
not
in the
care
water
about
anything else now. Like
He
an
clung
octopus,
tightly to
Qin
His
Chuan
face was full of
Qin
panic.
Chuan
held him
and
tightly.
comforted him softly. Don't be scared.
All right,
Next time,
all right.
Ichi, you have to
Don't
be careful.
fall in so
You
carelessly
make people
again.
worry so much,
Just
you
like
know.
that.
Out of
Qin
the
Chuan,
pool,
the two of them
carried
went
Zhou Qi
straight into
to
the
change
elevator.
clothes in
The
the
people
upstairs
around
room,
watched
dependent,
Zhou Qi's
and
bird-like
their
appearance
expressions
became
Qin Chuan
stranger
and
and
Zhou Qi
stranger.
never
Came
came
back
back
down.
down.
soon ended.
Just as Liu Ruyan and I
A
were
woman
about to
dressed
leave,
in jewels
walked in through the entrance.
I looked closely.
Wasn't this Qin Chuan's wife?
From
However,
his never
arranged
much
marriage,
emotional foundation
privately,
between
they
them.
were each
As
just
soon
playing
as she
their
saw
own
Liu
game.
Ruyan
Forward to hold her hand.
Have you seen your big
brother
brother
Qin
Qin Chuan?
Chuan or replying
I
to
need to talk to
messages?
him about
Liu
something.
Ruyan was just about to
I cut him
speak.
first.
Brother
Sister-in-law,
Qin Chuan already left
we were
earlier.
just about to go
Seeing
too.
me say that, the woman did
She
not
put her
ask
sunglasses
further and
back
walked
on.
gracefully toward the
If you see
exit.
Qin Chuan,
remember
all
to
right
tell
then.
him to call me
After
back.
the woman
Liu
had gone
Ruyan
far
looked
away.
at me in confusion.
Brother Qin
Honey,
Chuan is clearly
why did you
upstairs.
lie to
As I wrapped an
sister-in-law?
arm
I
around her
smiled
and
and
walked
said,
outside.
"You don't
It's better
understand.
not to let anyone go
When
up
Liu
and
Ruyan
disturb
heard
your
me
brother
say that,
Qin Chuan.
immediately
Her eyes
opened
widened
wide.
round.
You mean
Honey,
then she quickly shook her head again. She looked at me strangely. Oh,
Honey,
come on.
you're overthinking.
Brother Qin Chuan and Zhou Qi both grew up
Wouldn't
with
I
me.
know whether they're
Don't
normal
talk
or not?
nonsense.
I knew Liu Ruyan still
So
did not
I
believe
did not
it.
explain
I
too
believed
much
it would
for
not
her to
take
see the
long.
truth
What
herself.
I did
that
not
Zhou
suspect
Chi
was,
would take the
it just so
initiative to
happened
ask me
I
after
had nothing
thinking
to do
about
that
it in
day.
the
I
cafe.
agree.
Zhou Qi sat opposite me with
He had
messy
two
hair,
heavy dark
it looked like
circles
he had
under
not
his
slept
eyes.
well recently.
He stared at me
His face
fiercely,
full of
Hikyang,
anger
and
and leaned
anxiety
back
and
against the
smiled
sofa.
like a
Mr.
king
Zhou,
on his
you look
throne.
pretty good. It seems brother Qin Chuan really knows how
Zhou
to take
Qi's
care of
face
people.
instantly
His
turned with
fists
action,
clenched
soon he
tightly,
forced down that anger
and put on a mocking smile.
He removed that
he
he
wore
wore
close
close
to his
and
body.
handed it
He
to me.
can-
Do you know what this is?
I told you long
Sister
ago.
Rian has always had
When
me
I
in
was
her
10,
heart. I got a strange
hospital
illness
could
cure
this
me.
protective
Was
charm.
something Sister Ruyan got
Kneeling
at Lotus
every
Temple
temple,
every 9 steps.
I've carried
to
it
pray
close
for me
to my
when I went
body
abroad
all
with
these
my
years.
parents back
Sister
then.
Ruyang clearly
He
promised
suddenly
she
became
would wait his
unusually
eyes
furious.
flapped on me.
You shamelessly
It was
pestered
you,
her
Sister
and married
Ruyang.
my.
And that day,
I told him to
you
take
called
care of
You're
her.
a complete bastard.
The more he spoke,
Tears
the more
fell.
agitated
One
he became.
after
Another
another.
looked
I was a
pitiful.
soft-hearted
So
person.
I immediately drew a
He
tissue and
subconsciously
handed it
reached
over.
out
And
and
when
took
he
his
suddenly
tears.
reacted,
Touching something
he
filthy.
flung the tissue away
He
hard.
glared at me viciously.
I need your fake kindness.
His overly delicate,
made me
womanly
feel a little
posture.
violently cried for
Before
a while
continuing,
longer. Let's make a
Kyung,
deal.
I
immediately became
What
interested
deal? He wiped his
and
tears.
forcibly collected
Qin
his
Shuan's
emotions.
family is
He has
powerful.
many people
As
under
long
him.
as I'm in China,
As
I
long as you
definitely
make
can't
Qin Shuan
let
happy,
it go.
I will never bother
How
Sister
about it?
Ruyan
He seemed
again.
afraid I would not
So
agree.
he eagerly
You
added,
caused me to become
"You
like
have to help
this."
me solve this problem.
Hearing that,
I only found it funny.
what relationship
Why
do the
should
two
I
of
help
us
you?
have?
If you
truly can't stay
You
in China.
can go back abroad.
As for continuing to bother
You
my
can
wife,
certainly
Zhou
try.
Qi saw that
left
my
no
tone.
room for
He suddenly
negotiation
stood
and
up.
stomped his foot. Don't refuse a
Kyung,
toast
if I use
only
my
to
ultimate
drink
move.
a
I'm
penalty.
afraid
You won't
Just
be able
wait
to
and
handle
see.
it.
After
Throwing down that
He
threat.
stormed off angrily with a
Of course
delicate
I
hand
Why
gesture.
Zhou Qi did not want to
Overseas,
return
he had
abroad.
hooked up with a
Unfortunately,
married white
her
woman.
husband
After the
had
affair
some
was
background.
background.
We're
We're looking for this pretty boy
Zhou
all
Qi had
over
no
the
choice.
world.
Slip back to
He
China
had
and
become
avoid
used
the
to
shouts
living at
of
his
women.
sides on Liu
After
Ruyang
Zhou Qi
again.
left,
immediately called Qin
I discussed the follow-up
According
arrangements
to the
with
plot,
him.
Zhou Qi's
I had
next
sorted
move
out
should be
to direct and act
the
in a
original
kidnapping
novel
scene to make
makeup
himself look
covered
as if he
in
had been
wounds. By
by
the time Liu
kidnappers.
Ruyang
Zhou Qi
arrived,
would not
but
only
also
get
throw
all the
money.
blame onto me.
He would claim I planned the
Liu
kidnapping.
Ruyan would
that she
feel
would
so
completely give up
heartbroken.
on the
Qin
original
Shuan's
owner.
bright laughter came
Don't
from
worry,
the other
this
end
time
of the phone.
I have
to make his
when he is
fake
truly
act
beaten
become
black and
real.
blue
I'll
in
stand
despair.
from the side and
Let's
stage
see if
a
he doesn't
hero
become
saving
devoted
the
to me
day.
after
As
that.
private detective, I sent watch team
All the
24
clips of him
hours
meeting
a
the
day
kidnappers
were recorded
and
by
by
me.
them
Liu
privately.
Ruyan about
At first, she
Zhou Qi
refused to
directing
believe
it. It was
own
not
kidnapping
until I
that
showed
her
her the
eyes
video,
widened
her face was
involuntarily.
full of
3
disbelief.
days later, in an abandoned
Zhou
warehouse
Qi was
outside
tied
the
to a
city.
chair with rope.
Standing behind him
Were 4 tall, strong men, led by a
They
scar-faced
were
man.
all actors he had hired
There was
with the
also
money.
a yellow-haired
This
guy,
yellow-haired
close
guy
friend he had met abroad.
He was specifically
Zhou
responsible
Qi
for
and
taking
yellow
the money
hair
and
had
run
already
away.
almost
Demanded
demanded
2
$2
million.
million. He would probably persuade
She
Liu
definitely
Ruyan
would not choose
over
to
a
call the
mere
police.
$2
Pour
million. All the dirty water onto me.
I was Liu Ruyan's
By then,
husband.
Liu Ruyan would only settle this
She
account with me
absolutely
behind
would not
closed
make it
doors.
public.
Call
Zhou
flawless
Qi sat in
and
the
tested
chair.
whether the ropes
After
were
finding
tight.
no
He
problem,
smiled and shouted at
Hurry up
yellow hair
and put makeup on me.
Unexpectedly, the scar-faced
with
man
a
stopped
backhand
yellow
swing
hair
across
the
slapped
face.
Zhou
That
Qi.
slap was
Zhou
powerful.
Qi's
cheek quickly
A
swelled
trace
red.
of blood
Zhou
seeped
Qi
from the
widened
corner of
his
his
eyes.
mouth.
He flew into a rage.
This is a fake
Brothers,
kidnapping.
why the hell are you
The
hitting me?
scar-faced man
With
said
another
nothing.
backhand
He
slap.
hit the other side of Zhou Qi's
Now
face.
both sides were finally
Zhou Qi was
even.
beaten
His
until
brain
he saw
buzzed.
stars.
A burning pain spread across his
He
cheeks.
was shocked
His
and
eyes
furious.
almost
spat fire.
You took
Brother
our money.
Scar?
We agreed this was
You're really
only
acting?
acting. Yellow hair was also
He timidly
startled.
backed away.
Shut the hell up. The scar-faced man
Revealing
sneered.
a mouthful of yellow
Are you the
teeth.
professional? What
Or
do you
am
know?
I?
I'm doing this for your own good.
Understand?
If you're acting, you have to
Those
do the full
painted on
set.
wounds of yours
If
look
you get
fake at a
exposed,
glance.
won't all your previous
When
efforts
Zhou
be
Qi
wasted?
actually felt it
looking
made
again
some
at the
sense,
scar-faced man's
he also
fierce
felt
appearance.
faintly
Although he
uneasy.
was angry,
He did not dare argue
he
further.
quickly told Yellow
And
Hair
video
to take
call
out
Liu
his
Ruyan.
phone. At that moment, was
Qin
already
Chuan,
on the way with a
waiting
group
to
of
stage
bodyguards.
his
hero
I
saving the
secretly
beauty
brought
act. Liu Ruyan
ready to
over
watch
as
a big
well.
show.
Liu Ruyan's phone suddenly rang. As soon as the video
Zhou
call
Qi,
connected,
bruised
immediately
and swollen
wailed
in the
like a
camera.
ghost. I've been kidnapped. They want $2
Hurry
million
and come.
in
If you don't
ransom.
come,
You'll never see me
Sister
again.
Ruyan,
You must not call the
Otherwise they'll
police.
kill
Liu
me.
Ruyan was so
She
angry.
roared into the
Her
phone.
face turned
Zhou
blue.
Qi, those
Enough
injuries
trouble.
on you are obviously
How long
fake.
do you plan
And
to
I
keep
always
lying to
treated
me?
you like my
You
own
truly
younger brother.
disappoint me.
After shouting,
Liu Liu Ruyan hung
Zhou
up the
Qi
phone
was harshly
completely
his whole
dumbfounded,
body
holding the
froze.
phone.
His crying expression instantly
turned his head and
solidified.
looked
For
at
a
the
moment,
scar-faced
he
man.
truly
The
wanted to
scar-faced man
cry,
spoke
staring
at
at
him
him
with
with
a
a white
faint
smile.
What did I
tell
You don't look
Mr.
miserable
Zhou,
enough.
understand? Since
Who
you
will
are
believe
acting,
you if you don't go
listen
a
to
little
me. I
harder?
guarantee
Sister Ruyan of yours,
Zhou
will
Qi's
completely
mind was
believe
now
at this
looked
time,
at the scar-faced
which
man's
seemed to
expression.
say, This is
Then
all
he
for your
remembered
own good.
Liu Ruyan's
Just
he
now.
hardened his heart
Disappointed.
and went all
This
in.
time,
Brother,
I'll
whatever
listen
you
to
say.
you completely.
How could
Will
the
do.
scar-faced man
He
be
immediately
polite with
called
the
out.
other strong men all gathered around,
strong
gave
men.
Zhou Qi a merciless beating.
Every punch landed on
Yellow
flesh.
Hair watched from the side, terrified.
Brother Scar.
Enough,
Zhou
that's
Qi
really
cried
enough.
out. He
and
felt
begged
as
as
if
if
his
his
bones
bones
were
were
about
blood
to be
kept
broken.
spilling from the corner
His
of his
eyes were
mouth.
swollen until
His
whole
whole
head
head
swelled
remained.
like
Compared
a pig's
with
head.
the way he looked
He looked
earlier,
more than 10 times more
now
miserable.
that
More
scar-faced
like it
man
and
nodded
called
in
Yellow Hair.
satisfaction.
Come.
Yellow Hair,
Call that Sister Ru
I
Yan
guarantee
of
she'll
Mr.
believe it
Zhou
this time.
again.
As soon as the call
Zhou Qi
connected,
immediately lunged
tears
toward
and
the phone
thongs
with a
covered his
hoarse
face.
voice.
He cried,
Save me.
Sister
This
Ru
time
Yan,
it's
really
real.
beating me. Look
Look
at my
face.
hands.
Sister Ru Yan,
I really know I was
Please
wrong.
come save me
I'm
quickly.
at the abandoned warehouse 15 li
They want
outside
to
otherwise
civilians.
they'll really
suburbs.
kill
On
me.
the
other end, Liu Ruyan
Her
sneered.
voice was unusually calm.
You say this
Zhou
time
Qi
then
is
that
real.
means the previous time was
Zhou
fake,
Qi
right?
froze
His
at
whole
her
body
question.
went stiff
Damn it.
again.
Zhou Qi
Now wished
let it
he
slip.
could slap himself hard
No,
twice.
that's not what
Sister
they meant.
Ruyan, listen to me
Zhou Qi
explain.
was so anxious.
His eyes,
His
were
forehead
what I meant
was
was
covered
they
in
didn't hit
sweat.
that hard
But
before.
this time,
they really went all
Sister
out.
Ru Yan,
Look
leave
at
me
me
now.
I'm about to be beaten to
Liu
death by
Ruyan
them.
had completely
Her eyes
lost
were
patience.
full of indescribable
How long do you
disappointment.
still want to lie
Next,
to me?
enough,
Are you
Zhou
going
Qi.
to
All
say
of this was planned by my
Zhou
husband.
Qi was stunned, speechless.
Halfway through, he
How did
hurriedly
you
shut his
naturally-
mouth. Liu Ruyan saw all of his reactions
She could not
clearly.
help letting out
I never
a
thought you
cold
would be
laugh.
this
And the
despicable
injuries
and
on you are
shameless.
too
Do
fake.
you really take me for a
Liu
fool?
Ruyan
once again hung up
Zhou
the
Qi
phone
was
harshly.
dumbfounded
Head
again.
buzzed. How did
This
things
plot
become
direction
like
was
that?
wrong.
It was completely different
At
from
that
what he had
moment,
imagined. The scar-faced man
Smiling
spoke
as he
again
stared
at
at
just
Zhou
the
Qi.
right
It seems
time.
you're
Like
still
this,
not
she
miserable
isn't buying it
enough.
at all.
How can acting work if we don't
Listen
get
to
serious?
me. I guarantee that Sister
Will
Ru Yan of
100%
yours
believe
Zhou
it this
Qi
time.
felt a chill
Rush
from the soles of his
Fear
feet
gradually
straight
filled
to his
his
head.
eyes.
His
Brother
voice
Scar.
already carried sobs and
I really
pleading.
can't
My
take
whole
it
body
anymore.
hurts like hell
really
right
can't
now.
hit me
If you
again.
keep hitting me, someone will
scar-faced
die.
man
His brows knitted
looked
tightly.
displeased.
How
can
can
we
that
not
be?
be?
Since we brothers took your
We
money,
have to
do the job beautifully
We are
for
all
you.
actors with
Are you
professional
questioning
ethics.
our
The
professional
scar-faced
ability?
man waved at his
His
three
eyes
subordinates.
became even darker
Don't
and
just
more
stand there.
ruthless.
Mr. Zhou thinks
Brothers
we're not
and can't even
professional
fool a
enough.
woman.
Then we have to show our real
and
skills.
let him, and that's Sister
Open
Wu
their
Yan
eyes
the other
properly.
three immediately
They
swarmed
faced
forward.
Zhou
An
Qi.
even fiercer round
Zhou
of
Qi
punches and
desperate
hits
to
and
protect
tears
his
mixed with blood. No
kept
matter how
streaming
he
down.
had completely
These
understood
guys
by now.
truly dared to
They
hit him
beat
to
him
death.
until his
Okay,
teeth
you
nearly
damn it.
flew
All of
out.
you,
Stop!
stop
Do you know
them!
who I am?
If you dare touch
My
me
brother
again,
Qin Chuan will
at
never
this
let you
point,
go. Scar
he spat
completely
hard on the
stopped
ground.
pretending.
What the
hell do you think you
are?
You paid us to act and deceive a woman.
Shameless as
Trash
hell.
like you deserves to be beaten
If you
half
die
to death
or get crippled,
as
it's on
soon
me.
as he
The
said
other
that,
three strong men
Yellow
beat
Hair's
him
legs
even
when
harder.
he squatted on the
As he
ground
watched
from the
Zhou Qi
side,
rolled
up like a
wailing
shrimp.
nonstop.
Now he was completely
He knew
terrified.
that if
He
this
would
beating
absolutely
continued,
lose his
his
life
voice was
here
full of
today.
pleading.
Don't hit me
No
anymore.
more. Scar. I was
I'm not even
shameless.
human.
Please stop hitting me. I really can't take it
I was
anymore.
wrong. I
I'm
should
a
have
bastard.
lied
At that
to a
moment,
woman.
Qin Chuan suddenly
He
descended
shouted,
from the
"Let
sky.
go of
Qin
that
Chuan
boy."
seemed possessed
In
by
just
a war
a few
god.
moves,
He beat the four strong men
They
until
fled
they
in
cried
panic
for
for
their
their
parents.
parents.
Drowning person.
Finally grabbing the last life-saving
plunged
straw
into Qin Chuan's
and
arms.
burst into loud
Brother Qin
sobs.
Chuan,
You
I
thought
thought
I was going to die here
I
today.
was so scared
Brother
just
Qin
now.
Chuan. Qin Chuan
Tightly
held the
in his
terrified
arms,
Zhou
Zhou
Qi,
Qi
kept stroking
as
Zhou
he
Qi's
comforted
back.
him
Don't cry,
softly.
little
Don't
brother
cry.
Qi.
I'm
Qin
here
Chuan's
now,
tone
aren't
was
I?
full of heartache.
I told
and
you
him
long
a
ago.
man like you
must
learn to protect
But you
yourself.
refused
Now
to
listen.
listen.
Zhou Qi felt as if he had just been
From
dragged
the
back.
gates of hell
A
by
wave
Qin
of
Chuan.
unprecedented
rose in
dependence.
his
Cried
heart.
and nodded
Tears
desperately.
mixed with blood dripped
He
down
looked pitiful
to the extreme.
Brother
I know
Qin
I
Chuan,
was
from now
wrong.
on,
I'll
Brother
listen
Qin
to
Chuan,
everything you say.
You don't know
I
how
thought
scary
I'd
it
never
was just
see you
now.
again.
Qin Chuan wrapped an arm
He
around
strode
Zhou Qi's
outside
waist and
Stop
lifted
crying.
him.
Be good.
Brother Qin Chuan will take you to
Immediately
the hospital
after,
now.
his tone
Don't
turned
worry,
cold
I won't
and
let a
fierce.
single one of
I'll
those
chop them
bastards go.
all up
to
and
avenge
feed
my
them to the
achievement.
dogs.
Zhou Qi was deeply
His arms
moved.
wrapped tightly
A
around
hint of
Qin Chuan's
shyness
neck.
actually flashed
You're so
across
good
his
to
face
me.
with
Think
brother
clearly.
Qin Chuan, Bai, Liu
Especially
Ruyan,
Qin
and
Chuan's
me,
words,
who had
which
just
made
arrived.
Wu
Yang
her
turned
mouth
to
stayed
stone on
open
the
for
spot,
a
unable
long
to
time.
close. She just stood there, utterly
Only
stunned
after
in the
Qin
wind.
Chuan carried Zhou Qi
Did I
into the
smile
car
and
and
speak?
drove
Why?
away. Your husband
It took
didn't
Liu
lie to you,
Ruyan
did
a
he?
long
She
while
gave
to
me a
come back to her
resentful
senses.
glance, a soft flash at
Honey,
my waist
stay away
heart.
from those two
Do you
from
hear
now
me?
on. I shivered from the pain. After this incident,
hear
Zhou Qi
you.
never came to bother my
Instead,
wife
he
again.
naturally
He
became
and
personal
was
assistant.
inseparable
The two
from
of them
him.
stuck together
But
sweetly
their
every
sweet
day.
period
Only lasted 3 months.
Then Qin Chuan could
Qin
no
Chuan
longer
asked me
stand
out for
this.
drinks
Tone was
and
full of
complained.
annoyance
He said
toward
Zhou
Zhou
Qi
Qi.
now
forbade
with
him
anyone
from
having
having
same
private
sex.
contact.
Even
Even
had
worse,
contact
Zhou
with
Qi
women.
would get
If
insanely
Qin Chuan
jealous.
neglected him
Zhou
even
Qi would
slightly,
try, turn
make a
everything
scene,
upside
and
down.
even cause
trouble in front
acting
of Qin
pitiful
Chuan's
and framing her.
arranged
Trying to
marriage
force her
wife.
to
He
give up her
turned Qin Chuan's
position.
original life into
After
a
that
total mess.
drinking
session.
Zhou Qi was
I
about to
understood
suffer
Qin Chuan's
terribly.
personality
He became
too well. There was
ruthless.
nothing he could
Sure
not
enough,
do.
a few
Qin
days
Chuan told me
later,
what happened afterward. He had Zhou Qi
and
forcibly
handed him over
sent
to that
abroad.
white
It was
woman's
said
husband.
that the
That
very
white man
next
sent him
day,
a video.
in the video, 3 of Zhou
A dog
Qi's
chain
legs
was
had
around
been
his
broken.
neck
He
in
no
a dark
longer looked
basement.
human
When
at
we
all.
heard that shocking news,
My wife and I happened to be
my wife
honeymooning
was
by the
wearing
sea,
a
on a
sexy
yacht,
bikini,
pulling on a fishing rod with all
that
her strength.
devilishly
Made
perfect
my throat go
figure.
dry
Honey,
again. Come help
this
me.
fish is
I
too
can't
big.
pull it up by
I
myself.
hurried over to help.
My wife cried out,
Honey, why
"Hold
are
the
you
fishing
hugging
rod.
me?
Story is finished." Ding
No
dong,
matter where you saw
emergency
this
seek
video.
your
Remember,
relief. Little Hand Brother, Ding Dong
Extra.
Comics.
A good
Thank you,
show.
brothers.
My
Give me
name
face
is
and
Scar.
Scar. Brothers,
I'm
Scar.
just an
Usually,
extra.
I take small jobs
make a
scaring
living
people.
that day.
Yellow
He
hair
said some
contacted me
sucker
online,
was
offering
act out a
200,000.
I took the photo,
looked
this
at it,
pretty boy
and
looked
laughed
just
at a
like a
glance.
woman.
He was the
Yellow
type
hair
who
told me
deserved
the
a
lesson.
This pretty boy was
He
named
wanted to
Zhou
direct and
Qi
act
to
in a
trick his sister
kidnapping scene,
Ruyan
then
into
throw the
redeeming
blame
him onto her husband.
After hearing it,
What kind
I
of
almost
melodramatic
burst
script
out
was
laughing.
this?
Ridiculous than the soap
I
operas my wife
the
watches.
200,000.
Money.
Besides, I have one
I
problem.
hate pretty boys
and
who
then
live off
bite
women.
back
Doing
at
a job
others.
after
But
taking
within
money
the scope
is my
allowed by
professional
professional
as an
ethics.
extra spy.
When
When
we
we got
got
that
there,
kid, Zhou Qi
and
sat
even
on the
smiled
chair.
while asking
I
Yellow
went up
Hair to
and
put
slapped
makeup
him right
on
away.
him.
He
Swelled
roared at
on
me.
the spot.
We agreed it
I
was only
said,
acting.
"Painting what do you know?
If you're going to
Fake at
act,
a
I'm
glance.
doing the full
Responsibly
set.
for
He
you.
actually
I don't need
believed
an
it.
idiot
like that once a
Later, he made another
Probably
call
to make the act
He
look
actually
more
asked us
realistic.
to
I
hit
had
harder.
never heard such a cheap
After that,
request in my
the
life.
tall guy
I
arrived.
took
It
my
was
brothers
his time
and
to
pretended
appear.
to
He
get
ran out the
beaten.
door.
Zhou
Zhou
Qi
Qi was curled up in
crying
that
like a
tall guy's
3-year-old
arms,
child.
calling him
I
brother
shuddered
Qin
and
Chuan.
left quickly.
The 200,000
The brothers
waited
I
up
treated them to
a
a
hot
meal.
pot.
What do you
During
think
the meal,
happened to that
Yellow
pretty
Hair
boy
asked
afterwards?
Our scenes were
Finished.
Brother
Scar
Scar doesn't look
that
like a
big
good
guy,
person
that
either.
pretty boy falls into his
I
hands.
said, that's none of our
They're
business.
just paid
TSK.
actors.
Once the scene
Let them
is done,
taste the rest
work
of the
is
pot
over.
themselves.
Finishing that job, I
Not
rested
because I
for
was
half a
tired.
month.
Zhou Qi's womanly
Disgusted
behavior.
in our line of
enough.
work,
What monsters
But
haven't we
seeing
seen?
someone like him was truly a
He
first.
spent money to hire
Just
people
to
to
beat
beat
him
him
up,
up.
a woman.
understand the way of
Later,
thinking.
Yellow Hair
He
came
said
to me
Zhou
once
Qi
more.
had been sent
Apparently,
abroad by
he
Qin
had
Chuan.
offended
into
I
someone's
asked
hands.
how he ended
Yellow
up.
Hair said he heard it was
He was
pretty
locked
miserable.
in a
I
basement
nodded
and kept
and
like
said,
a dog.
as
Although I do
expected,
shady work, there's one thing I never do.
If you want money,
deceive
earn
women
it
with
with your
your own ability.
hiding in the
Pursue
dark,
her with
using
sincerity.
dirty
Do that
tricks,
too much,
and
using
sooner
us
or
as
later
weapons.
karma will
But it
come.
wasn't
Came a little
unlikely.
quickly. That's it.
The story is
The
over.
hot
pot should be served now. Extra end.